think they want to get back to the idea that the government's there to serve people rather than serve themselves, which, you know, Winston Peters frankly is a master at. New Zealanders have had enough of being held to ransom by Winston Peters.
Okay, Chris, the last time you were full of word salad sound bites, not much substance or detail in your plans for New Zealand or your supporters. So let's talk about your future coalition partners. Rumours are rife in the media that Labour and New Zealand First will do a deal again at the next election. What are your own thoughts on that coalition idea?
I am ruling out working with New Zealand First and Winston Peters after the election. Labour's worked with Winston Peters and New Zealand First in government twice. We're the only party New Zealand First have managed to complete a full term of government with. But the rhetoric that I am hearing from Winston Peters in this election means that I just don't see any compatibility with my vision for an inclusive, progressive and prosperous society. Winston Peters and New Zealand First are a force for instability and chaos. He's seeking to make trans people the enemy. Living fully in your own skin isn't always easy for any of us at the best of times, but it can be particularly hard for our rainbow communities. None of them deserve the kind of abuse that's being directed their way, stoked up by politicians who should know better. We know where this leads. I just won't accept that. It goes against my values, Labour's values, and the values that define our country.
So if New Zealand First are not your first choice, or any choice at all, what about the Green Party?
The Green Party, we share a common direction, although we do have different ways of getting there. We'll both be campaigning vigorously on our separate platforms, each trying to maximise our own vote. That's just fine with me. But we know that after the election, we'll be able to work constructively together in the best interests of New Zealand.
Te Pāti Māori are also being talked about a lot in mainstream media right now, and not much good is being said about them. So, what are your thoughts on working with Te Pāti Māori in a Labour coalition with the Greens, if needed?
Labour is proud of our long track record of representation and advancement for Māori, and will be contesting vigorously in the Māori seats at this election. We don't agree with everything the Māori Party says, but I'm confident that we do have enough shared values and goals to work together if that's what New Zealanders decide. They are also a party that we can work with. I reckon most New Zealanders feel that way as well. As a nation, we are proudly diverse. What makes us different from the rest makes us better and unique.
Seriously, Chris, I think New Zealand and all Kiwis will be far better off staying well clear of Labour at the next election in 2026. A Labour Greens Te Pāti Māori alliance would be a disaster for the country. Thank you for listening. WhangāreiTim.